Product provided by Nintendo. So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has been out for a few days now, and it is awesome. We just reviewed it on the channel, we gave it a very good score, but when we tried the online, the results weren't too great. Well, they weren't great at all actually, but we assumed that that was due to our Airbnb Wi-Fi being very poor, as we were in New York at the time, and the speeds there they sucked. They were very bad. So now that I'm back home with some decent Wi-Fi at around 40 megabits per second, the online improved significantly. But when you compare it to the Airbnb Wi-Fi from last week, yeah, the bar isn't set very high. So today we're going to take a more nuanced look at the online component inside Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like I was saying earlier, we tried playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate online back at our little apartment in Brooklyn, and it failed miserably. Going back home, however, fixed that problem in a jiffy. I was able to find a match without any issues, and for the most part, it ran pretty well. It wasn't until the second match that I started noticing some lag, and then by the third match, it was all the more apparent. That didn't stop me from playing more matches though, as I really wanted to get an informed opinion on Ultimate's online mode and really determine if it's hot garbage or what we've deserved since the Brawl days. We've been talking about Ultimate ever since it was announced back in March of this year. 9 months for crying out loud. And we've stated many times that the online mode in Smash Ultimate needs to be good for a multitude of reasons. The number one being that we are now paying for online. Now then, let's dissect this online mode, shall we? For one, I do like the feature of background matchmaking, where it looks for matches while you play the other modes. You can play some World of Light or a regular Smash battle while you wait to be paired up with other players. My problem is that I connect way too fast to a match, making this feature kind of useless, which I guess is a good problem to have. Finding a match in the last 2 games resulted in really long wait times, so it's great to see that this is no longer the case. Granted, I didn't play much of 4's online mode because it lagged horribly, but you know. Battle Arenas are another new feature in Super Smash Bros. Online, and it is the perfect example of good idea, horrible execution. Arenas are basically this game's version of servers, where you can either create your own arena with a set of rules, or you can join others. The problem is, no matter what option you choose, you're going to have to do a lot of waiting. Waiting for players to show up to your arena, waiting in line to join the next battle, or if you want to spectate a match, you'll have to wait for the current match to end before you can do any spectating whatsoever. Needless to say, quick play was my mode of choice, and the reason is in the title itself. If you want, you can choose your preferred rules of the match, then pick a character, then wait for other players in a practice field, and then play. It's simple, and I've played quite a few successful matches, raising my global Smash power. Bringing this up to 1 million with one single character will unlock elite battles, which, I'm not that good at Smash, guys, come on. Still, even when I wind up finding a good match with a solid connection, there is noticeable input lag even though I'm using a wired GameCube controller. This is why I find it much easier to play as faster characters like Sonic instead of slower ones like Snake and Donkey Kong. Even though the input delay isn't too bad, this is coming from a guy who plays Smash recreationally and not competitively. So you can kiss those competitive matches in Smash Ultimate Online goodbye. And speaking of competition, professional Smash player Zero had this to say on Twitter. I really hate how when I'm playing elite battles, I get forced into a free-for-all or teams match with items sometimes, even though it's clearly meant to be the competitive online mode and it doesn't give me the option to quit or leave, and if I do, I get banned. Well, that's not good. Not good at all. And not only does this happen in elite battles, but the regular ones as well. You can set as many preferred rules as you want, but your chances of actually getting into a match that abide by those rules are at 100%. If you're choosing no items, you better pray to Sakurai that you land in a battle with no items. But he's already too busy working on the DLC for next year, so good luck with that. But the thing that stresses me the most about the online component in Smash Ultimate are the connection speeds themselves. If you're in a 1v1 battle, the match is going to go pretty great as long as both parties have a decent connection. But a free-for-all battle is a whole other story altogether. I've asked multiple people about what their experience has been with Smash Ultimates online, and I've gotten many answers ranging from it hasn't been any problem whatsoever to it's complete garbage and lags like hell. So right there, the inconsistencies say a lot about this online mode. The question now is who is responsible for this fairly unpolished online mode? Is it the fault of the consumer for not buying Nintendo Switch LAN adapters? Or is it something far greater?
Now let's see who's really behind these bandages.
Yeah, that's right. Not totally surprising. When Nintendo Switch Online was met with an incredibly messy launch, my hopes for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's Online dwindled. Nintendo has proven over the past 10 years that they do not understand online and they don't care. Even when it looks like they finally learned something, they take 3 steps back sometime later. The only difference now is that we're actually paying money for it. On one hand, it is $20 a year, so you get what you pay for, but a Burger King Whopper is also cheap, and that doesn't make it any less disgusting. Now, ever since Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Nintendo has recommended that you buy a LAN adapter if you ever plan on playing online. The same goes for the Switch. The fact that they have never even bothered to put a LAN port on any of their online consoles to begin with just shows how little they care about online. But hey, they care enough to charge you for it, so that's something. Even then, I was chatting it up with my buddy Vince from Advanced Media Network, and he uses a USB 3.0 LAN adapter when playing Smash Online, and he still gets bad P2P connections. So, thanks for saving me $15, Vince. You're the real MVP. Look, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is still an amazing game. It's a must-have Switch title, and it is the best game released on the platform this year. But the online component of the game just isn't that great. Is it a dumpster fire? Not really, but it is running on a dumpster fire called Nintendo Switch Online. The best thing we can do in this situation is make our criticisms public. Voice your displeasures on Twitter and hope that Nintendo is listening. Which, if the last few years are anything to go by, they're probably not. But hey, they can prove us wrong anytime. Personally, I haven't had a terrible time with Smash Ultimate's online mode. I've had quite a few fun matches and even won some. But I probably won't return to it too much because playing the other modes just feels more rewarding. That, and I still need to unlock the remaining roster. I know, I'm slow. And honestly, I really enjoy playing Super Smash Bros. Multiplayer with friends locally than online. There's truly nothing like getting together and smashing it up in a 4 or 8 player free-for-all and let the trash talk ensue. However, a polished and seamless online experience for Super Smash Bros. Is something we have wanted for a very long time. Battling CPUs only gets so exciting after a while. Taking on real people is where the challenge is at. And with other fighting games having solid online like Dragon Ball FighterZ, it feels like we as Smash fans are missing out on something. So, we hope in the future that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate receives a few updates to increase the performance of online, or Nintendo actually takes the criticisms about Switch Online seriously and does something about it. And what do you know? While I'm editing this video, version 1.2.0 has just been announced. So, cross your fingers, let's hope that does something. But we would like to hear from you. How has your experience been with online in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Has it been completely perfect, no problems at all, or the opposite? Please let us know in the comment section down below, or let us know on Twitter @CommonRealm. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and if you are new, subscribe and click that notification bell to know when we upload another video about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the Nintendo Switch, and other video game franchises. We'd also like to thank our patrons, including royal producer Kenyatta Ali, for all their contributions to the realm. Visit patreon.com/commonrealm to find out how you can join the ranks in exchange for some awesome perks. That's all for now, girls and guys, and we will see you next time on the Commonwealth Round.